Okay, my friend just posted a little blurb from the Course in Miracles, and it goes, "There is no cruelty in God and none in me. There is no cruelty in God and none in me." And then the paragraph is quite long. I'm not going to read it, but I'm going to give you, "No one attacks without intent to hurt." Now, the Course in Miracles talks a lot about love, and the opposite of love is fear. Um, and it can work with certain situations. I think where people are at a low consciousness level, I always keep referring to the scale of human consciousness. When people are calibrating under 200 on the scale of human consciousness, which is fields of negativity. Fear is a field of negativity. And when people are using the Course in Miracles, I think it was written in 1975 as channeled work. And things have changed a lot since 1975 on the planet. Before 1987, according to consciousness research, the collective consciousness of humanity as a whole calibrated under 200. In other words, the collective was negative. So in 1975, when the Course in Miracles was written, the collective of humanity calibrated under 200, which means it was really much a lot about fear. Now, here we are in 2019, and I'm getting this piece again from the Course in Miracles. "There is no cruelty in God and none in me. No one attacks without intent to hurt." Now, the rest of the blurb is talking a lot about fear. And I'm going to tell you, there are people here now on the planet who this doesn't apply to anymore. In other words, fear is not the factor. It is these other things. Cruelty, but without people being fearful. In other words, people who have got intelligences that are really not afflicted by fear-based beliefs, but people who have intent to hurt, intent to harm. I got to this starting to talk about spiritual bypassing, and that is bypassing the seat of love in the human, which is the heart center, or sometimes known as the high heart. Spiritual bypassing is, using your lower chakras, connecting up here, and then rewiring your system so you bypass the love center in your heart, and then you connect up to the higher centers like the throat, the third eye, and the crown chakra. So there are some people who are wired really wrong, and it's called a spiritual bypass because they have bypassed their heart. So when I read this and it says there is no cruelty in God, I believe it. But these ones have bypassed love, so they don't equate anything to anything. They've got higher faculties of intelligence, and perhaps they've even got a moral code, but they don't feel it because they have got screwed up system here. The energies on the chakras that are the lower chakras are here. Maybe they're screwed up too, but this is the main screw up. This is spiritual bypassing, Uh, Typically, how this displays is people who um, know there's a lot of really evil things that are going on planet Earth, and they quite often they're science of mind people. Science of mind people are notorious for spiritual bypassing because they constantly say, I'm going to do a spiritual mind treatment. And the treatment is basically la 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 la. The divinity is doing such and such and stuff. I am one with the divinity, so everything is perfect. And so it is. And then they go about their business and they completely ignore the negativities that are in the lives of people around them. And they don't want to hear about horrible, 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 because it's just, you're lowering my vibe. This is spiritual bypassing because you have lost the ability to be empathic and compassionate to others. Now, it's true that sometimes people are so much caught up in their pain that you can't go anywhere without people dumping on you. It's true. This planet is full of people. They see you. The moment you look at them and, you got, you know, you just see them, they want to come over and tell you all their problems for the next 3 hours. So, the science of mind people saying, I don't want to deal with you because you're going to dump on me. Somebody else put an article on my homepage on Facebook, and it was about the apparent violence going on in Kashmir, which is a state in dispute between India and Pakistan. And I said, why did you post this here? And they said, I wanted you to know what was going on there. And I said, with all the fake news going on right now, and the fact that CGI, computer generated animation, and crisis actors are being used to create fake news. I mean, were you here in Kashmir? Did you witness this? Is this your actual film? I never got an answer on that. But, so I question all of these things because so many of these stories are, they can't be verified. Anyway, the point I want to keep bringing up is no one with attacks without intent to hurt. I've got people who are telling me that they are mean because they are serving God. That's what they tell me. I am serving God because I am teaching you how to deal with people who are like me. And these people have very good intelligences, and even without their heart connected, they know what they're doing is intending to harm me. They lie. They believe their own lies. No, they're just using lies to cover up the fact that they've got what's known as aberration. I gave some talks recently about aberration. Aberration is an intelligent being who chooses negativity. It's not because of fear. It's because they have the intelligence to say, I'm an actor and I'm going to act negatively forever because I can, because I'm an actor. I'm not doing it out of fear. I'm not doing it out of some low state. I've got vast intelligence, but I am going to do this because I can, because I consider myself an actor. And they basically intend to hurt. They intend to hurt. They intend to hurt. And that's why they do their attacks. So they always say to me, what are you going to do about it? And I just keep calling them out on their lies because they kept saying, we do this because we're serving your higher purpose. My higher purpose is kindness, compassion, improving everything for everyone. Their higher purpose is to be a pain in the ass, more than a pain in the ass, to be evil on purpose. How is this going to change them? Well, it's just constantly one lie after another, and they don't care if I prove them wrong in their lives because they're not going to change. They need to be deleted from existence because their aberration is who they are. And they don't care because they know that I don't have the capability to delete them from existence. And they keep saying, well, if there is a God, why does God allow me to do this? Okay, there was an old TV show, I guess it was the 1980s. It was called The A-Team. And A-Team had kind of Mission Impossibles. It wasn't so much like, Tom Cruise in Mission Impossible. Those are kind of serious drama. A-Team was comedy related. I mean, they had a mission, but the mission it was all pretty easy for them to do, but it was mostly about comedy. For the A-Team, I'm going to talk about what do you do when you have got an intelligent being who on purpose acts like a demonic forever, and even after you've got the picture of what they're doing, and they're doing it as an actor, except they're doing it in real life. In other words, this isn't just a movie that they're filming into Hollywood. This is what they're doing on day-to-day life. What would you do if you were a member of the A-Team, or you were the whole group of the A-Team, and your target was one of these kind of things? Okay, this is the Dakota hat. It's a black hat, which is a critical hat, and it's also Dakota, which is indigenous wisdom. In other words, the first peoples of the Americas were North Dakota is one of the states, in South Dakota, one of the states where the Lakota people are. Anyway, the point is, what is the wisdom? What wisdom can you use if you are somebody in the street just wearing their red hat backwards? No one in particular? What wisdom do you use when you run into people who are intelligent, know better, and yet act nasty just because it's an option? I'm from Georgia. Beats me what to do with these kind of people. Okay, this is, I would say this is the Thunderbird hat. Thunderbird. Thunderbird. What do I get from this hat? I need more hats. I mean, I can go through all the tarot decks that there are, all the hats and t-shirts that there are, and I cannot come up with a piece of wisdom to apply to this kind of person who is cruel on purpose, highly intelligent, and they know better, but they take it as it's their day job to play nasty. I can't even keep going. They want me to keep putting on hats and talking. In the end, all I can keep coming back is there is no cruelty in God and none in me. None in me. There is cruelty in these ones. They have intent to hurt. This planet is full of these kind of people. Highly intelligent people. People with PhDs who intend to hurt because it's the game they play. the game they keep playing. They're highly intelligent, and they play this game. What is the game? It's all of the game playing that's going on planet Earth. We call these ego games because there's no cruelty in God. Your soul is a part of God. But people are not connecting to their soul. They are bypassing their soul. They are bypassing their high heart, which is basically one of the centers of the soul in your body. And they are all over the fucking planet. I have a hard time picking up a hat. I was going to go for another hat, but in the end, the mission for the A-team is to know these people. These people don't have fear. They're not fear motivated, and it's not a hidden fear. It is simply they have connected up their higher centers and they're all screwed up. They're so screwed up. Can they be healed? It's not a method to be healing these kind of aberrations because these are deeply held in the mental bodies of these beings. Divine intervention, I'm sorry, you're human. If you connect with your divinity, what does the divinity tell you? It tells you these people are choosing to be evil on purpose. It is nothing to do with the Course in Miracles, some hidden fear that is making them evil. They are choosing out of their high intelligence in a mental kind of form to be absolutely evil and to intend harm on others. I can't get anywhere with them. Where's the A-team that's going to start coming and removing these people? That might be an interesting question to ask one of these beings that keeps breathing heavily. And he always says, he makes heavy breathing noises. I'm not going to answer. It's because they are impossible. Impossible, impossible. They love the Kobayashi Maru of Star Trek. You've got a Kobayashi Maru on your hands, Bob. You've got a being highly intelligent that chooses to do the same thing day after day, hurt you and hurt others. You don't have a way to get at them because of whatever they are not physically in front of you. Some of these beings are physically, perhaps, in front of you. What are you going to do with them? Call out their evil? If they're like these beings, they know they're evil. They know what they're doing. And they keep doing it because they have got aberration. It means a basic wrongness about them. Can God heal these ones? In other words, can love heal these ones? No, they cannot be healed. Who's going to haul them away to the great central sun for reprocessing? Not me. I don't have a spaceship. I don't know where the great central sun is. How are you going to get at them? Because not all of them are even in the physical. There's plenty of these kind of demonics, and they live in what's known as the lower astral. And they influence people because they've got these abilities. I can't explain it because I don't know how to explain it. I don't understand it. All I know is that that's what they do, and they're influencing plenty of people around you. For Earth Ascension, I'm Harry Weaver.